Why, hello there, everyone. It's GleeCon, and we're here again, bringing you another episode of Lore of Warcraft. Thanks so darn much for tuning in. All right, you're looking at Glee Contessa here. She is our classic Alliance character, a Retribution Paladin, and we are in the middle of a World of Warcraft completionist run of Warcraft Classic. On this channel, we do everything completionist. That's my bread and butter. That's who I am at my bones. Now, we were about to start the Alterac Mountains when I've been teasing a very special quest unlock. But that's going to get postponed because I remembered there's one small thing we have to do first. So stay a while and listen as we do a very unique, well, I don't know if it's unique, but it's kind of a neat chain of quests. We might start here in Alterac, but actually what we have to do is hearth it back to Stormwind. So the quest line that I'm speaking of is one that is found in Westfall. So this is one that probably you're not going to notice it unless you are either using Questy, a crazy exploration like going to do carries for people in the Dead Mines, and you just happen upon it, or through sheer luck and then it gets out there in the community. But it's this quest right here called Sweet Amber. It's a level 44 quest. We are level 43. I did this, I think, at level 42, the whole quest line. So it's totally doable even at this level. Wouldn't worry that much about it. I just realized we walked all the way over here instead of using our stallion. Okay, so it's... I don't remember how many are in this line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So technically, if we go back to our spreadsheet, this is the Sweet Amber line. It's really technically... I think I have it on Westfall, because it's technically a Westfall quest line. So let's go, yeah, Westfall. Yeah, it's the Sweet Amber line. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quests. I'm just going to go ahead and check them off all right now. And we're going to go back and add them into Westfall. It's just, you can only do them at this point in time. I just realized that, oh, yeah, those are all neutral quests. Weird. Okay, so let me go back here. We're going to add these in. Bang. Bang, bang, duck. That's the name of a place in Terry Pratchett's. Alright, so this is, we're just going to, because it's one after another, there's no other way to do it than to go in order like that. Basically, it's a 5-step quest line that will lead to the first available trinket in the game. It's actually kind of a neat trinket too, so we will get our first one. It doesn't add any stats or anything. Almost like Sheerly for bragging rights, but it does have a small element. It's a flask of this special liquor that you can probably only use it once every half hour or something, but it allows you to breathe fire for a pretty decent amount of time, 5 seconds or something, and you can kind of rotate as you're doing it, and it does kind of like cone damage, like Burning Hands in Dungeons and Dragons. Like if you kind of spray with rotation, you can do some solid AoE damage with it. Alright, it does have us traveling over around the world, so I don't know exactly how long this app is going to take today, and that will determine whether or not we can get any time in the Alterac Mountains as well. Tomorrow's episode is either going to be non-existent or brief because I have a football game tomorrow night to watch, and I have a late work day, so those things combined don't even give me the requisite 1.5 or 2 hours in my day. So it'll be physically impossible to do a long one, but we could potentially, I can maybe do a shorty if I get a chance.
What's on your mind?
No, not Thunderbrew.
Move with haste.
We already did that one.
Talk to me.
In the land to the south, where vines twist and creep, lies a hidden well where the water runs deep, pure as the light's sacred daughter. Bring to me now some holy spring water.
Alright, so we might as well just keep our eyes open as we're flying around. This first one, you have to go to Booty Bay, or whatever, down there, and then it's kind of up here, so we're going to be on the flight path here. But we're going to go ahead and look up the other ones in case there are any ingredients that need to be bought, which is a possibility. if that's the case, we're going to make sure that we stop and buy those on the way there, on the way back. At the auction house, whatever. We'll get what we need in case there's anything, but the quests are all technically around this level 44, but none of them are too hard. None of them are elite or anything that I remember. It's been a while since I've done these, but I think that they're just sort of, you will fight level 43 and 44 mobs on your way. So, like I said, at 42, especially, or at 40, I did this at 42 myself, but definitely at 43, we're going to be fine doing it. So as we fly, we're going to go ahead and check this out. All right,
Well, if you're
down to
looking to get
Booty
there
Bay.
quickly,
Not that far away.
No further.
I mean, honestly, we could walk from, what's it called? Sweet Amber. We could walk from this place to it if it wasn't for the fact that it's closer to Booty Bay, so we might as well fly. All right, so Holy Spring 1, I'm just looking at what we need. The second part, we need these 3 things. Okay, so a sack of barley is found where? In the Swamp of Sorrows. Great. Okay, sack of rye is found where? In the hinterlands. Fantastic. So we're really traveling. And sack of corn is found in Tanaris. Isn't that great? So we're going to be really freaking traveling all over the world as we do this, okay? Then if we go to the third quest, we will need a bar of true silver. I kind of think we might have one. See one here, but I bet you we have one in our bank. So when we're traveling around, I have mithril, I have gold. I bet you I have a true silver bar in the bank. We're going to have to be looking for that on our travels, and we might have to buy one on the way. Okay, the fourth one is a sycamore branch, which is found, I believe... Oh, it's found in Feralis. Okay. Cursed sycamore. It's found from a mob in Feralis. Okay. It's coming back to me now. And the final one, I believe, is Searing Gorge. Yeah. It is a bundle of charred oak found right in the middle of Searing Gorge. So we have to do all of these things. This is why I said I don't know that it's going to be... I'm going to keep this open because there are some potential issues today. So at least the true silver bar is actually going to wind up being the easiest part of this. We have a lot, and we can't get these things early because you have to be on the quest to collect them. Only one of them is from a mob. Most of them we can run, smash, and grab. This one that we're going to do right now is kind of in some Naga infested. This is probably the one where we mostly have to fight. Swamp of Sorrows is not hard at the level we're at. We can easily take on that one. Tanaris should be fine. We should be okay to go travel to Tanaris and get that piece. The hinterlands shouldn't be too tricky. Feralis, we're actually not that far off while we're over in this area. It's just really all the traveling that we have to do. Feralis is going to be right here. I do think, yeah, we've got to travel down there. So it is a little bit of a walk to travel there. But unfortunately, if this was our druid, this is an alliance-only questline too. The first trinket for Horde, unless I guess you get lucky, maybe off of some drops that I'm not sure about. But the first one that comes from quest materials is a neutral quest that... I feel like the girl's jamming, she's going fast. Is a neutral quest that we can both get. And neither of them are super cool. I found 2 trinkets so far, this being one of them. I like this one better. The other one is found in Badlands. It's a much easier quest chain to do. The only thing that makes it hard are the continuous people farming mobs that you need for the quest. That part's a pain in the butthole. And I mean, I'll just tell you right now, butthole pain, not pleasant. If only you could take some like witch hazel pads and like use them like chloroform and knock out the farmers. Speaking of like farming and bots, so I do Duolingo a lot. Every day I practice my foreign language skills on Duolingo. And, you know, Reddit and everything in the internet in the world spies on you now. So, because I'm also, I like to browse Reddit, it will suggest things for me on Reddit, as the AI computer algorithms are wont to do. So one of the things they suggest for me is the Duolingo Reddit community. And because I do it all the time, it gets me, and I will click, and therefore I get more suggestions. So I was looking at one today. So I'm like on a 2-year streak on Duolingo, and I have probably 300 and something thousand XP. Not anything amazing, averaging, you know, around 1,000 a day. I probably actually average a little less than that most days, but sometimes I'll get on it. Or I went through a phase where I was really super competitive. I wanted to get first place in the Diamond League every week, and I gamified essentially Duolingo, or it already is game, but I would use the sort of meta of Duolingo. See, here's where we need to fight. What happened though is after I did that for a few months, I was like, oh, I forgot we just switched to this axe. Dang. Okay. Well, we're now level 20. I forgot we just got this axe. This bone biter. So, I guess we're gonna be... They're gonna be watching me, but... I guess I should save my mana for this War of Attrition. I'm at 21 now. We just did this on our other character too, because of that War of Attrition that we're on. And I'm on Holy. We did just start this, so we're working on increasing our strength overall. Probably going and finding a creature 2 levels ahead of me is not my wisest move. Okay, we're now level 23, working on level 23. So we're still 20 levels below this Naga. Fantastic. I probably shouldn't even bother doing that, doesn't matter. Save it all for hitting, and just... There you go, I'm getting hit with this stupid rend again. Have a couple potions left, but... Yikes. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and... keep it rolling here. We might have to run and reset, bubble and run, because this is so... we are so bad. Still. Okay, that's 24 done. We're still... Now I'm working on level 25, so we're 18 levels below this Naga. If they would stop hitting me with the bleed, it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, we will run. This is gonna slow us down a little bit too. My defense just went up to almost 42, which we're 43. Cool. Oh, I just hit him for 22, 23 damage. So now I'm 25. So 18. Now we're 26. We're working on being level 26. So we're 17 levels below. As soon as I can only afford to bubble and not heal, then we will wait right until I have to otherwise heal, and then we're going to bounce, have this guy reset, and then come back at it. I think I just hit him again for an attack. He's parrying now, and he hit me with the bleed. Okay, 26 done. I should have used Blessing of Wisdom, which is what I'll do when I come back around. Okay. Cool. They're probably wondering, why am I fighting this guy forever? Maybe they're like, ah, he's probably training weapon skill. Who the heck knows? Okay, we're still getting pretty much on every swing a level up. It's slowed down a pinch. It was every single swing. Now it's like pretty much every swing. Alright, 27 is down. Now should start working on 28 soon. Just one more hit, maybe. One more attempt. Alright, we got a hit. Now it's at 34. Alright. I mean... 38. So 15 levels below. I mean, we are still managing to sort of kind of rock this. Should probably do this. I'm gonna switch over to that right now. Why not? 20 mana every 5 seconds. That's gonna pay for itself. How much does it cost? Yeah. So in 15 seconds it pays for itself. That's pretty good, actually. Alright, so we've passed. We're working on level 29 now. So we are 14 levels below this guy. Still far, far outside the threshold for what makes it acceptable. I should switch over to defense too, because I'm not hitting him, so what's the point of extra damage? Okay. Yeah, see, that is actually helping me a lot. That's going to really help me with this War of Attrition that I'm on. I feel like we've done a pretty good. We've hit like almost 50 levels worth of things just fighting this one guy, and we're still rocking it. It's the bleed. If he didn't do that bleed, we'd be okay. And we're whittling him down. Okay, so now we're working on level 30, which will put us 13 levels below on this guy. Yeah, they're definitely like, what is this guy doing? Or girl. Lee Contest is a girl. I don't remember what I was talking about before we started this, but I'm sure I'll get back there eventually. Maybe it was something completely not related to this. Maybe it was something. I feel like it was WoW related. I just don't remember exactly. We're almost at level 30. One more point. We're maxed out at 30. Come on, girl. Come on, little Glee Contessa. Okay, we've maxed out level 30 now. You got a miss. Yeah, so it's like about once every 2 hits now. Alright, now we're working on 31, which puts us 12 levels below this dude. Still far, far outside the range of acceptable. Like, we can't realistically fight these guys, but, I mean, whether we're doing it this way or we'll probably be a little bit faster. Oh, our defense just hit the max of 42. Maybe we'll actually start working towards 43 now. Okay. But this is good. We're actually gaining slowly. We're winning the Battle of Attrition fully now. We'll gain another point right there. Probably not good for our durability, though. Good thing is this is about the only time we're going to have to do this. It's just one time. It's kind of like fishing. Just get the pain off. 31 is maxed out. And probably start with 32 in just a sec. And of course, another bleed. Alright, now we're working on 32. So we are acting as though we are 11 levels below the Naga. Still well outside the threshold of consistent hitting. Every now and then we are getting a quote-unquote crit for now 30 damage. It originally was about 20. But this Bonebiter weapon will get us there. Again with the bleed. You so-and-so. We have been fighting this guy for almost 10 minutes. It's just, I guess, what it takes. You know, we spend 2.5 seconds plus, let's see, plus 3.5 seconds, plus another 0.8. So it's we lose about 4.3 seconds-ish, that ballpark, every time we have to heal. Okay, we're 1 point away from maxing out 32. And, I mean, we are nickeling and diving to death. Okay, we're maxed out 32. And they got hit with another bleed. You jerk. But look, our mana is going up. We are improving. And his life is slowly. What I don't want to happen is we're gonna trigger the run on him. I would like for that to not happen until we were actually consistently able to hit him. We're gonna play Ouch. Come on, bro, that bleed. Alright, we're working on level 33 now, so we're treated as though we're 10 levels below. Still outside of the threshold. But I'm sure there's some, like, under the hood, if you pop the hood, there's these fractional percentages of being able to hit. I mean, still, we're either missing or he's parrying everything we're doing now. So it's, yeah, miss parry, miss parry. There you go, we got a hit for 30. I don't know if that was a crit. I would assume, there you go, back-to-back hits. I don't know, we've hardly had that. Followed by a miss. Yeah, when I say we're 33, yeah, we are acting like we're 33, so we're 10 levels. Ow. And we have an intelligence buff right now, too, so that's actually helping us. It's very, very small. I tried to read it online. It's, like, almost negligible. People are always like, yeah, intelligence increases the rate. It's so small. I think I looked at the tables online. It's like, if you spend 20 minutes doing what we're doing, with and without it, the difference is like 2 skill points or something like that. So it's such a small... Anyway, we just maxed out 33. Now we're working on 34, so we're 9 levels behind this guy. Getting there. We're just now a few levels away from actually being on his, like, hit table, where he's just... we had a regular hit. That was 9. That's our first regular hit, now that we are 9 levels below. That's cool. Still mostly going to be parries and crap. But we are also, like, solidly winning that war of attrition now. My plan to, when he runs, I hope he's low enough where I can hit him with the Hammer of Justice, Seal of Command, Judgment, and that'll be enough to take him down. That's my hope. We shall see. And then if not, I can try to hit him with a Repentance, because now our mana pool is... Before I was worried about the mana pool aspect of it. Because he will trigger, and then all of this would be for naught. And we're 1 point away from maxing out level 34. That dang bleed. Every 3 seconds, so basically 55 damage when you get hit with that bleed. Alrighty, come on. That last point. There we go. Alright, we're maxed out 34. We're almost maxed out with our mana bar, which means we're going to be able to start hitting some other stuff too. There we go, I hit him again. I'm hitting him. I just had a couple hits in a row, I think. Look at his life now. Okay, we're now working at 35, so we're 8 levels below, and now we're starting to get some consistent hits. Because also you have to do, I'm not losing any penalties for my overall level, we're the same level. So we're flush right there, that part's neutral. So it's all based on my weapon skill, the pluses or minuses that I'm otherwise getting from him. Yeah, see, he's... Now let's see if I can hit him in the back. I missed. There we go, we got him. Okay, Clambot! I was talking to someone in my guild, I mean, because I was like, you know, one of my favorite things is to be like, yeah, I hate this, give me clam mod, and then someone's like, there is something like that, and I almost peaked. But then they're like, yeah, here's a macro I use. I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, a macro is not a mod. Don't make me push a button that just takes 2 clicks out of my life. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay, here's another guy. Let's fight the Naga Explorer. We have to cross this bridge, and there it is right there. Short Shots has passed away. We've done this for about 15 minutes. Okay, and we're moving our axes up in the 35 range. So again, we're 8 below. Uh-oh, I don't want that. I want to kind of pull this guy in an organic way. I need to, like... I don't want to be in the Heart of Lion's Den. I was cognizant that this might be a thing, but look, they're fighting. Short Shots is out there fighting, guys. I want to pull him over somewhere where, like, probably I'm not going to have a problem. And it doesn't have to be for that much longer. Like, we are getting in the real ballpark. Being able to hit these guys. I feel like as soon as we're in that table where I can consistently hit each time, I'm going to be good and we're going to move on. Okay, so we are now maxed out, or not maxed out, we're 35, we're 8 levels below. Where we should otherwise be. That whole thing is done. So that means any hit now we're going to move into 36. Which you can still see, that's not enough. We're still not on this guy's real table. And we're not, all it's really doing is slowing us down, we're not leveling up. Okay, now we're 36, which is 7 levels below this guy. Okay. What's this? I'm gonna go ahead and use this, keep the Seal of Crusader because it's gonna increase my speed. And maybe that's gonna help me get more hits in. Kinda like that. Says, deal less damage, but I'm gonna have extra hits. 40% faster. I'll take that. Okay, I've had a couple consistent hits in a row there. And I'm not getting real crits yet. That's another thing, because Vengeance would be proccing. So you know that's not a real thing. There we go. That's another regular hit, but they must still be counting. Oh, back to back. Oh. There we go. So we're starting to whittle away. Yes. Okay. So I am hitting, but the hits are not counting as real hits. Okay. Oh, my defense just actually is in the realm of where I'm at, level 43 now. So this is good for forced defensive increase. Man, I think the Seal of the Crusader is a good idea now that I have the mana to keep it going. These guys are annoying, these explorers. Okay. We are consistently hitting them, even though it's just for chipping away booty damage. Alright, I'm maxed out 36 now. So anytime we're going to be moving into 37. Leading me. Like a pig. Yeah, I'm hitting him with these piddly little hits. I should have done this Seal Crusader a little while back, but I guess in the beginning I wouldn't have the mana for it. Alright, we hit our first one, so now 37, which means we're 6 levels below. At the end of this, like, within about 4 or 5 points, we should start... being in the dude's table of, like, I'm gonna be taking a penalty, but now you're not considered, like, skull way too high for me or whatever. Good. So we're so close. Okay, just maybe 3 or 4 points away. Because we're at 82. That guy just spawned in. Don't want to fight him. But all this, we've done so little damage to him. Only done like a quarter of his life. Not even. Okay, 83. Hitting there. Now this is more annoying because it's also more slowly increasing, so I'm ready to probably bounce, like, after this kill. Once we kill this dude. Which, I'm telling you, in like 2-3 points, it's gonna, like magic, all of a sudden I'm gonna be hitting him all the time like he was a regular dude. And we'll go fill up our water. But we've spent... Oh, my mana ran out. Okay, 84, so we've either got 1 or 2 points. I don't know if it's going to happen at that cap 185 or if it's going to, when I roll into the next one, if that's going to be how it goes down. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I'm still, this is how, I mean, there will be a noticeable difference. Okay, I'm at 185 now. Okay, I hit him for 2. 39 as a regular hit. I'm still getting a lot of dodges. So I'm curious, with 1 more point, are we going to notice a difference? Or is 5 levels below going to still be too much? Come on. So it's definitely obviously not the ceiling, because 185, we're doing basically what we were doing before. There we go. Alright, we're at 186. Boom, 40. That's the highest hit we've had so far. A miss. 15. So that's it. So now that we're at 186, and we're essentially... we're working at 8, so we're working at 5 levels below now. Now you can start to see, hey, this is a thing. And I've gained a couple points, so maybe we get more from actual hits. Now our mana's getting a little low. I mean, so there's a difference, but it's still not great. Being 5 levels below is still not great. I think I let myself get down. I'm going to let the Seal of Crusader expire. It's getting a little too expensive to maintain right now. 88. You'll get to that. And again, we're still... I mean, even once I finish the next 2 points, we're still going to be 5 levels below where I really am, which is still tough. Oh, we're about to wear off our Arcane Intellect, so this huge buff we've had to increasing weapon skills, I know, I'm a smart ally. It's about to wear off. Does anyone know the next heart drop? Alright, 189. We have one more point to go. This guy's about to be dead though, so that's good. It's at least, there was a note, even though it doesn't seem like night and day, there's a noticeable, his life started consistently draining. So that part was noticeable. Still missing all the freaking time though. 71. We haven't had one that high. Yes. Still no crits either. There you go, he's running. Got him. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Oh, this guy wants to aggro on. Okay, so let's pull him onto the bridge. So that at least we don't have to do this after this guy. That's where we need to be, that holy spring right there. Okay, but still, I mean, we are getting XP from this. Okay, let's make that go a bit faster. Come on, come on. It should be faster on the kill here. As we approach 20 minutes that we've been doing just killing these Nagas. Alright, so we're at 190. Now, one more point. We're essentially going to be working on, as though we were 39. So that will be 4 levels below. Oh, we need one more point for that. I mean, it's better. Still a heck of a lot of misses. I mean, I guess 4 levels below is still pretty bad. Alright, so now it's like we're 4 levels below. So that should be a noticeable increase from being 5 levels below, I guess. Still not great. But, I mean, I'm hoping it would be better. Seems there's a couple... Yeah, there's a parry. So there's a couple in a row. 4 levels below is still kind of bad. But at least it's not like you're automatically gonna... You should not be fighting this fight. I think in 5 levels is like you should not be fighting this fight. 4 levels or more, now you're in the ballpark. Still parrying the heck out of everything I do. There you go, got another point. Okay. Should be marginally better. Parry. Hit. Parry. Dodge. Shouldn't have done that one. Come on. That was a hit. 58. Another hit. Good. 3 hits in a row, all in the 50s. Parry. Miss. Dodge. Alright. There's a hit. Another hit. 3 more in a row. Parry. That's a hit. Parry. So it seems like we're right in that ballpark of like a 50% hit range. Probably at 192 also. But, so with this 4 levels below, that seems like that's what it's doing for us. Hit. Hit. That's good. And that was a 100 damage hit. Oh, that's our first triple-digit hit we've had. A miss. Parry. Nice, an actual hit. And we're at 193. Come on. He's gonna run soon. Oh cool, he ran this way. It just doesn't know what to do. I'm not even gonna use any special powers. Alright. Got him. And now we can collect this water. Cool. Alright, so that was what we needed for this bad boy. And we've gotten pretty far. I would like to get just like a pinch more. We'll fight one more on the way out. I know you guys are ready to be done, but... Sure. Well, maybe not. Maybe you don't care. Maybe you're just like, whatevs. We're all along for the ride, GleeCon. We'll do it. We'll rock and roll with you. 1 damage. Oh, yeah. That's those fat pumper numbers. I do really feel like we'll be just a pinch better if we get... And, oh, yeah, and axes are not... It's swords and maces that you get that bonus with as a human, too. So by picking axe, it's going to be a small, marginally bit worse, since we're a human, than we otherwise could be. But, I mean, who cares? I don't really care. Alright, 194. Man, it's still just such a slow grind. Miss. Parry. Miss. Regular hit. I got bleed. Baby hit. Decent hit. Dodge. Hit. Dodge. Yeah, it's not... Okay, my defense just went up again, so that's one thing. By doing this slow plan, I'm actually... I almost never really have good progress on my defense trait before I'm, like, leveling up. Like, I think I'm gonna be, like, 3 levels behind when I'm level 60. Because it just doesn't raise, even as a frontline melee. Unless you're a tank, I guess. It's not gonna be raising as much. Come on. Come on, you bozos. Alright, it's at 95, so we are now a full-on 39, and we will be working as though we're level 40 in like one more point, which is good because then we're only. Oh, this is a level 44. That's part of it too. He's one level higher. That will basically be. Back to 4 levels below, but only 3 levels below me. Oh, we got another 100. Okay, parry. There's a 60. I feel like this is a pretty good threshold level. Like, we're gonna start getting some hits soon. That was a consistent batch of hits in a row I just had. Like 4 or 5. Followed by 1 miss, and then immediately a few more hits. Just got hit with it. Hang on, I just pushed a whole bunch of buttons. Okay. Alright, come on, bozos. There we go, so 196, so now we are working on level 40. Which, I'm fighting a 44, but I feel like that. Yeah, he's running. You're running. You're a bozo. We drew the next one. I fell. Can they even get to me? A brand new one did, but what about the one that was running from me? Yeah. Oh, he reset. You jerk. Alright. What are these guys doing? This is a 43 again. Alright, so let's see what would we really do in a fight like this. Let's try it that way and see, are we back to our fighting ways? If I turn on everything. Okay, I just hit a 219. And let's switch over to this and this. So I'm switching over to all my regular stuff. Let's see. 74. Miss. Still a little bit more missing than I would want. Swapping over to full on offense. Hope I don't. I'm about to lose my mana for Seal of Command. It's not great. It's not great, I'll tell you that. We're not gaining any points right now. There you go, he ran. So we beat him at least fast. It wasn't beautiful. You stupid clam. Alright, let's get out of here. We're gonna fly back now. We get on the horse. We've got ourselves in a decent spot. We are only 3 levels and a little bit, a fraction below where we should be in terms of our axe skill. That's something we can live with as we fight our way through the quests coming up in our future. And I'm not even talking about these guys. The Bloodsail Buccaneers. We'll come fight them later on in our life. I'm not even talking about the things we're going to fight for the Amber stuff. I'm talking about when we get to Arathi. So that was about 45 minutes that first step ended up taking us because of my silliness. Like that. Alright, so now we're going to fly back up to Westfall, turn in step 1 and begin step 2. Which is going to be a tricky piece.
Time is money, friend.
Now, we do have Stormwind City. That will be available in 17 minutes. So the second one is... Oh, where's the bank at? I think it's actually down over there. Let's go see if we have a true silver bar. Let's just keep that one in the bank, just in case. And do I have my mining going? Nope, I didn't. I must have died at some point in the last episode, so I didn't have that. Not that we were... Actually, we might have been in an area together.
Yeah, what do you want?
I do have a true silver bar. Just want one. Okay, so that quest 3 is done, so this is really a 2-part quest line. I mean, a 4-part instead of a 5-part. It's not hard. True silver bars are not expensive, and you find them fairly frequently in the high 30s to 40s in chests. So if you just save one, if you get one. Anything like that, that's a crafting reagent that even might be used on a quest. I always try to save that kind of stuff in the bank at these lower levels. Because I've been burned and bit so many times. And not in a good way. I mean, I don't know how burning would be nice. I guess some people...
This side of Airy Peak.
Some people are into anything. Alright, so... Let's start planning the logistics of step 2. So we're going to be in Westfall. We're going to be about 15 minutes out from having the Hearthstone available, so we don't want to start with that. So let's take a peek at this step. So the sack of bar. So we need to go to Tanaris, Swamp of Sorrows, and the Hinterlands. So the Hinterlands is up there. Right there. We haven't been there yet, so we have to go to, actually, Hillsbrad. This is how you get to Hinterlands. So we need to go to South Shore for that one. Okay. Now, Swamp of Sorrows is... right here. No. Right there. Okay, so Swamp of Sorrows is actually not that far from where we're at. And we've already been there for something. So we can actually fly right from Westfall over to the Blasted Lands and get our Swamp of Sorrows piece. That one's not too bad. Then we can fly up to... ultimately, we need to be back here. We need to be back there. So we could do that last. Alright, so then we can fly... What was the third part? Tanaris. Tanaris, we gotta go to Ratchet, which the best way to do that is Booty Bay. So I guess the best would be to fly back to Booty Bay, take us over to Ratchet, then fly from Ratchet down to Gadget Stand. Maybe that's gonna be our first best bet. Because then we're only at 13 minutes, because then once we finish that, we can hearth back to Stormwind, fly over here, get that one. Fly up there, walk up to the Hinterlands and get that. And then we're going to be flying back. It's really all this flight time that's going to take the majority. No more, like, we wasted a lot of time killing Nagas, but really what's going to slow us the heck down is all this flying. From place to place to place. And there's, no, as a paladin, nothing we could do. I mean, and we could beg for ports or whatever, but I'm not going to do that. That one that we just did is honestly probably the shortest one, and I made it take so long because of our axe grinding. And my axe. There's some pretty funny memes and Reddit things that go along with old Gimli there. Alright, I do want to repair, but I also don't want to waste any time. Oh, here's a bower. We could repair on him.
Hey there.
Hey there. That's it. We don't, I mean, I could sell that fish oil, but... Okay, off we go now, and step 1's going to be done. We can go to step 2. I don't know. There's probably a decent amount of XP on this chain that we can get. I think she's a little ahead, maybe. They're pretty neck and neck. I know right now my horde is ahead. It ebbs and flows, but as I'm doing Stranglethorn, my horde character just hit 49, my main one. And my other guy is still probably about 8 bars, about 40% away from level 49, so Alliance is slacking. Or just whatever, that's just how it goes. And Stranglethorn Vale is a long zone, and a lot of the quests are neutral quests, so there's just... most of what we do has to be done twice. It is divided roughly into Northern and Southern Stranglethorn. I've pretty much finished all the Northern Stranglethorn stuff. I haven't completed the ultimate last 1 or 2 quests in the big hunter chain, but I did do the books.
Off with you.
Hiccup. Ho ho. You want an encore? In the land to the south where vines twist and creep. Oh, he's gonna do it again. Lies the hidden well where the water runs deep. Pure as the light's sacred daughter, bring to me now some holy spring water. Now imagine you would have to really, without Questy, you're basically following riddles around.
Hiccup, ho ho! Amber is the hue of my life's longest love. Like the last embers of dusk in the sky above, retrieve for me so that my love shall be born. 1 sack of each, barley, rye, and corn.
That's freaking crazy. And he gives you no clues whatsoever where you could find barley, rye, or corn. That is a nightmare. So you'd have to know that a sack, like you'd have to be looking out for them as you play the game. That's crazy. Crazy. All right. So I guess we have, because one of them is going to be over in Tanaris. So I guess we're going to do that first. We're going to fly back down to Booty Bay. And then we'll use our Hearthstone to get us home to Stormwind, and we'll fly to Swamp of Sorrows, and then it'll be a long flight back up to South Shore so that we can then travel up into the hinterlands. So this is... Excuse me. This, I would say, is what would stop most people. You'd be like, what the absolute freaking heck? I mean, really, I guess you'd be in chat and you'd be asking people, hey, do you guys know? And that's where Wowhead comes into play. It's a natural evolution of what people would need. Because what would you do? You'd ask for directions. That's really how it would go in the real world, too. So.
Where are you going? Well, if you're looking to get there quickly...
All right, back to Booty Bay so we can go over to Ratchet. Yeah, basketball season started last night. It was... the old Timberwolves, or basketball team I like, and they started off with a nice fat L. But this is a pretty fun time of year for me. I like this time of year. October is just great because you get the World Series is going on. That's fun to follow. You have, at some point, it just ended, but you had the WNBA championships. You have the NBA preseason and now the regular season kicking off. You're right in the middle of the NFL season. It's just a great time to be a sports fan. And I really, at some point in my life, I just absorbed more and more of just joy of watching sport. When I was younger, I couldn't give 2 craps, I don't think. It really wasn't until I hit middle school. And I think something in middle school happens when your cares shift over to your peers, and with that comes this almost animalistic, tribal, like, you want to belong to the tribe of your peers. You want to be valued by the tribe of your peers. But you also kind of want, at this middle school age, you also kind of want to one-up them and be better than them. So there's this joy in competition while also having this complete emotional meltdown when you're on the bad end of it. So it's a real tough age where everything hangs in the balance. And, I was talking about that with this guy I work with, his name's Jimmy. We coach together, and he's like a security guard at my place. He's a little bit older than me, and he's from New York, and he's just like a macho sort of thick New York accent. Hey, what do you? And he's always ribbing people and giving them a hard time. And we were talking with this other security guard. I was just kind of shooting the breeze with him for a few minutes, and we were talking about, they both were former football players. I never played football in high school, but they played like on their respective high school teams. And they were talking about getting into fights and what would happen if you got into a fight on the field. And there was I can't remember what they called it, something like the a ring of something, Ring of Honor. I don't think that's what it was called, but essentially, you're beefing on the practice field, then the coaches would throw you and the guy you're beefing with into a circle and have you guys fight it out like gladiator style. I don't know how accurate that is. I both can believe it and also wouldn't be surprised if there was some nostalgic kind of, I guess, blow-ups happening about this whole thing. I don't know. Hopefully I can make that boat, because that's the boat we need. This guy's just running. Usually that's a good sign if, as you're running up, the other people are running off. We can't... Yeah, we can't get on the mount. So, and that kind of led me to think about, like, I can remember getting, in fights in middle school, particular. In high school, I wasn't really much of a fighter. By then, you're more mature, so you can kind of laugh it off. You have more social skills. I wasn't really a fighter, and basically the guys that still wanted to fight you over the dumb stuff, you knew that they were like douches by that point. But when you're in middle school, you just have so much that you need to prove, and the trigger for what constitutes a fightable offense in middle school is just so much lower. And I can remember there was this dude that we rode the same school bus together. We're at the bus stop, and we just did not like each other. His name was Steve, and he was like French Canadian, and he had a little bit of an accent, and I don't know what it was. I just found him, he just got on my very last nerve. So, by the way, what we're doing right now is we're taking this over to Ratchet, and then we're going to fly down to Gadget Stand. That's the current journey, and at the end of that, 4 minutes should have passed, so we can hearth back to the other continent. The only other time we're going to have to go to this other continent is we're going to have to come back to go to Fairless. So we are going to have to fly here, and there's going to be no Hearthstone most likely to save us at that point in time. But maybe by maximizing our Hearthstone time, we might. I hope not. If it gets to be that late, if this takes much longer than another half an hour, I'm probably going to have to call it, and we're going to resume this next time. This will be the beginning of the Amber quest, because I can't go... I can do maybe 45 more minutes. But I was really thinking this would be like a 90-minute episode, but then I spent 45 minutes honing my axe. So anyway, I can remember we would always... It was tough because we saw each other at school, and we were on the same bus stop on the same bus, so we rode the bus together, so we had to see each other. And then every morning and every afternoon, you start and end your school day with this person you don't like, and it was like, it was just a lot. And it wasn't like he was a bully or anything. He was just obnoxious. I literally cannot remember what it is this guy said or did, but I remember his stinking face, and I can just remember this intense dislike we had for each other.
Time is money, friend.
And I think he would try to, actually, yeah, I think this was around 8th grade. So anyway, I remember one day at school, we were walking, the way my school was set up is you had all the classes, but the classes were all attached to the outside. Like, it wasn't like they were all inside a building. It was like hallways, rows of classes, but open air kind of in between. And we're walking in classes in session. We must have both been out from our respective classes on the bathroom pass or whatever. And we see each other coming down the hall. We make eye contact, and I think he did something, said something, made a facial expression, whatever that low bar is in middle school, but something happened that triggered us to just go knock down, immediately go from 0 to 100, knock down, drag out, fight. And one of the classrooms that we were standing next to had their door like propped open because it's a nice day or whatever, and there weren't all these like laws where every door has to be locked at all times and blah blah blah, not back then. And so our fight spills into this random classroom, and we're like on the ground beating the crap out of each other. We wind up underneath the teacher's desk and still wrestling. and some adults just came and dragged us off each other and basically tossed us on our ears and sent us back to class. I don't remember ever going to a principal's office. I don't remember getting a referral. Like, I just don't remember that kind of thing happening the way it does now. Like, you hear about referrals and stuff all the time now, and I don't remember ever, despite all the wild stuff I did, I don't remember ever getting one. So, we're going right now down here for the sack of corn. But anyway, so while we're telling these stories, my whole point is... so Jimmy's saying, you know, kids nowadays, they just want to go and fight and then do it at school and record the fight, and they want to try to be famous, and their feelings get hurt over the little things. When we were young, you know, one of these kind of member berries things, like, I remember when fights were real. Like, remember when a fight could just be a fight, like that kind of thing. But then I said to the guy, yeah, but the difference was, and this is where he had to give me my flowers on the whole thing. He's like, yeah, you're right. The difference was when we fought, when I was a kid, like when I fought that guy, for instance, no one other than the people in that room saw that fight. There might have been some whispers. Nobody outside of the people that saw it could do anything other than kind of gossip about what happened. We could get on the bus and almost no one would know we had fought that day. We could go home, not think about it. I could go hang out with my friends after school. It would never come up. It just wasn't. Nowadays, you get in a fight and 100 people that you know are posting it on social media. They're sharing it with strangers at the next school over, and you know, it's going to be, and then you're getting texted on it. Your Discord's blowing up about it. You're seeing it on Instagram. You're seeing it on, I don't know, TikTok. I don't know. I don't have these things. I'm just assuming they're all used in a similar way. So everything means so much more, and so I get that. Things aren't the same. This is what's going to happen when I'm like, oh my gosh, I did not come with an hour and a half of travel time conversation plan today. So you're just getting what's going on, whatever goes on inside ye old head. And that's just today. That happens to be that conversation I had at work. Yeah, let's put some thoughts and prayers out there for one of my coworkers. I have a coworker that I work very, very closely with. She's kind of my partner. She is like a position kind of under mine, but she's been doing it for a very long time, and I kind of absorbed her department. And I've always got along well with her, but she has really... Oh, where's our thing at? It's over here near the coast. We're going for the second point. So she is, you know, knows way more about it than me. She's way better at it than me, and she's basically been teaching me for the past few months, and she's fantastic, and I could not have done it without her. And she just basically, from time to time, she meets with me and teaches me, and then the rest of the time she will come to me each day, come to my office, slam some crap on my desk and be like, this needs to happen today. So while, like, I'm just now starting to learn where, like, have the time to parse all the files and everything that learns where these deadlines are coming from. So she, for the past 3-4 months, has just kept my head afloat. And she told me today that, well, she told me yesterday to expect her to be missing some time, and she kind of got into the details, but she's having, she has some health issues, and she will be gone for the foreseeable future for a few months. So put some energy out there in the universe for my girl Maria. I want everything to. I want her to come through it. I'll make the work happen. She's taught me well, but I need. I want her to come out okay. So any energies you have out there for her. Alright, so we're getting attacked. Let's use our... This is a... Now, if you're better than me, you probably could get through this without fighting this Waste Wander Rogue. But look, it's only a 43. I hear another stealth somewhere. I hear him. I just don't want to fight them both at the same time because my weapon skill is still kind of crap. Oh, we just gained another point. I kind of want to stun her right before she runs. I'm sure she's going to run. She's a little rogue. We just got a Waste Wonder water pouch. I think he used that for a quest later. I'm not even going to save it though. Alright, there's another rogue right there. So, I should get to fight a couple. But we're getting pretty good. I mean, these are some pretty solid hits, so we're in there if we are within our skill set here to fight these guys. Oh, Gadgetstan likes that we're killing them too. Oh, there's a warlock fearing them. Or priest, I mean. Ooh, what is that? Oh, that's leatherworking. Alright, here's our sack of corn. Would you have just randomly known to go out here and find this? Can you even imagine? That's insane. Alright, so we're actually going to hearth now. That leg of the journey is over. We have one of the 3 grains that we need to make our sweet amber. So we've already went and got the guy the water. The purest mystical water to get this amber. I mean, to get this liquor going. So now he's gonna, now that we have the good water, now we need the grain, the corn, the barley, the rye, which is accurate. So we're basically going to be making a beer here, and so now we're going to have the grains that we can mix with the water, and then the third step is going to be mixing silver. Alright, we want to go over to Netherguard Keep. That'll be the next quickest area. So I actually want to look this up, like in real life. Can you infuse silver into beer? Silver beer. Lined, so it says it's lined with silver to prevent any infection. What? Tigan silver beer line. So is this the hose itself is lined with silver? No residual plastic taste, lined with silver to prevent infection. Antimicrobial lining on a silver-based compound. Ever drink water from a silver cup? Okay, so maybe we're using the silver for the keg? Colloidal silver for brewing water? Colloidal silver gets rid of... So if you brew... Oh, silver kill the yeast? Doesn't say. Well, you wouldn't want that. Cold side flavor infusions. Okay. Sanitizing using colloidal silver when brewing beer. I want to look at it. So we're going to learn this together. This is what I'm going to do. Why not? Let's learn about the brewing beer. What else better are we doing here? It says colloidal silver has antibacterial, antiviral, and antiseptic properties. It's non-toxic. It's perfect for sanitizing all of your brewing equipment and bottles. So I guess we could say that they're going to be using the silver, which is the best, I guess, if you think about it. It sounds pretty bougie. So we've got this best water. We're using the silver for maybe the keg or whatever we're going to do for our brewing ingredients. We have these grains. We're going around the world to get the barley, corn, and rye. Although I don't know that we're getting corn in the desert from some criminals. We're getting either, what is it, the barley or we're getting the barley from a swamp of broken. And then in the hinterlands, we're getting the sack of rye. I don't know where, but I doubt, based on that, it's going to be any better. So I don't know why we need these to travel around the world for these specific grains. Seems a bit extreme. But yeah, so we've got a really long flight ahead of us right now, because after this, we are going to be flying the South Shore, and then making our trip up into the hinterlands. And in the hinterlands, right? Oh, it's like I just turned off the quest. Oh, I want it on? There we go. I accidentally toggled it. I didn't realize there was a questy toggle right there. I mean, I guess good to know in case I'm ever like inundated with crap. I can like too many bags all over the screen or whatever. Turn that off. All right. So this part though, before we get back to looking up our beer, and again, well, not again, but that's one of those things things I do all the time. So if you get yourself into a situation like me where you're constantly talking, and sometimes you're talking because you're filling the silence, I don't want to just have you guys listen to my horse clopping through. So sometimes it's a little verbal diarrhea, but then you get these turns of phrase that are essentially space fillers, and one of mine is "like I said" or something like that. I'm sure there's a lot of them that I do that are obnoxious. So for those of you that still ride with me on the show and put it on in the background while you play or whatever and listen to me, cool, you guys rock. I feel like I owe it to everybody that's out there that listens to this show to make this show better. I want to improve it. I just don't. I have to come up with how I want to do that. I think I've got some good ideas. I got to find another personality. I want to add a second person to this show that I can play with, joke with, be comfortable with. Problem is that I don't know anybody in my life that plays World of Warcraft in real life that I would also want to do that with, you know? Like, there's this lady I work with that plays. She's fine. But we are not, like, friends, and it would be very weird to play with her. There's another dude I work with that I think would make a decent partner on this show, but he does not play World of Warcraft. So it's either one or the other. Or alright, so we're in here in broken territory. Let's just go ahead. We need this sack. There it is right there, the sack of barley. These lost ones are a little bit annoying because since they're, first of all, they're 37, way lower level, way easier in terms of mob. There's Ongeku. We're gonna have to kill Ongeku. I guess when we came out here for the Maraud on it, would have been cool if we'd known we were gonna need this. Alright, and then we have to fight another one because they were right there, aggroing on. Okay. Yikes. Well, I don't really want to kill Ongeku, but he's standing right there. Kind of necessitating his own death. Yeah. We got both of them. Alright. Okay, so we're going to have to be a little bit more... Okay, we got Ongeku, but now I've got to fight this guy too. Okay, we got that vengeance. I love that we're starting to proc that again. It's been a while. Been a while. Okay, if he starts running, I cannot, yeah, I was gonna say, I can't let him aggro on. Alright, so here's our sweet amber sack of barley. Cool. And we've been here before, and we will be out here questing again, not too far from now. Just within a couple zones. As you can see, the mobs are totally within our range. There's really not a lot of quests for Alliance. Very, very short. I think we can finish as Alliance. You can do this zone in one day. One episode. Kind of like we did Alterac Mountains for the Horde. Alright, so the next part that we have to do is we have to make our way down to... That's a little escort quest you can do. We have to make our way now all the way to the hinterlands. Why the freak not? Why would it not be that? And there's just no way around it. So we're going to see, again, time on this. We might be saving the next... We might not be doing anything else other than flying to the hinterlands and getting this. Because of my time. I'd prefer to be within 15 minutes, and I think that would at least allow us one massive flight, because right now it's already going to suck flying up there. But then we're going to have to fly all the way back to Westfall, which is going to add like another 10 minutes or whatever on the flight. So we can at least do that one off camera. That'll also get us our Hearthstone going again, and then we can next time we can turn in 2 and 3, and then we can fly down there and make the journey to Fairlith's Hearth back fly there. And then the last one was in Searing Gorge, which we're gonna fly to Loch Modan. Oops, I passed the exit down. For that one, we'll fly to Loch Modan, and there's 2 ways in there. Okay, you can get through the gate. There is a gate somewhere, but you need a key. It's part of a quest line that opens up the key to the Searing Gorge. We don't have that yet. The other alternative is to come down here and work your way through the Badlands. So that's what we will do, because I don't want to like use the exploits or whatever where I'm like asking people when we don't need to. I know I ask people for help all the time, but it is that's just some stuff you have to really, or you're gonna have to come back and do it all at level 60. There's trying to think about what would be the best PvE class in the game. I'm learning that, I mean, there's just so many things that would work, that can work to your favor. There really are a lot of pros and cons, and then there are some that just see themselves out the door. So, if you're thinking about PvP, and what can everything do? Well, warriors are very tough, but and because they're melee, if you did a damage warrior, your damage is going to scale very well.
Where would you like to fly to?
Not there. There we go.
Safe
Sure.
travels.
So your damage is going to scale. Basically what happens is that because of the way that spell power works, until you get spell power on endgame gear, because intelligence does not add damage, there's no way to like artificially boost your damage. If you do so, you have to go with adds spell damage gear, greens and stuff. And none of that gear, so you're going to sacrifice your mana pool and your stamina, which also adversely affects your ability to quest. So until you start getting like legendaries at the end of the game that give you both intellect and stamina and spirit or whatever, and spell damage, the casters really fall behind, particularly mages. So warriors don't deal with that problem. However, they have no healing. So you are going to be really reliant on outside sources like either engineering, alchemy, maybe both, and you have someone feeding you materials. So I don't like that idea. Then paladins, as we see, homegirl here, she's pretty good. It's pretty good. You do get yourself into kind of pigeonhole, like I feel like she's pigeonholed as DPS, so the versatility isn't there. And there's, other than the fact that she's survivable as heck, there's no real draw. All the bubbles and heals combined on such a hardy character is nice, but other than that, there's no perk. Warriors really have no perk other than the fact that they're very soft. They're even more hardier, and their DPS can be even better than paladin here, particularly being able to diversify between AoE and stuff. But it's, Shaman, as we can see, she's pretty good. But I feel like you're sort of a jack of all trades. It has the Ghost Wolf form, which is very nice for travel. It has the Astral Recall. That would be very nice in the situation that we're in right now. Obviously, this can only do this with Horde. You have the versatility to basically do any role. So I think Shaman's pretty good. The DPS is a little lacking compared to some of the other options, but you kind of make up for it with a lot of the survivability. As we saw, we were doing some real War of Attrition, Alterac Mountain stuff, and really able to pull off quite a lot as a Enhancement Shaman, which is sort of down the middle. That's already starting to branch out into some restoration, so pretty good. So the two that we picked are solid choices. Now Hunter might be there might be an argument for Hunter to be a fantastic PvE. I'm trying to think, like, what if you could maximize your gear and you did every quest in the game differently than the way that we've been doing it, where you went through, like, systematically, like, you did every level 1 quest in the game, then every level 2 quest in the game, and outside of the bonkers amount of travel that would entail, just doing it. Going all level 1s, all level 2s, blah, 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 and working your way through, because what would that ensure is, well, it would... First of all, there'd be a crap ton of backtracking. Again, the amount of travel would be bonkers. That's what's really, like, making me grit my teeth and not want to... Because that's the only other project I can think of that I would want to do on Classic. If I ever play Classic again, it's going to be doing this project that I'm talking about right now, where I make a character that's basically doing what we're doing right now. But we are going through and doing every single quest in order. Every level 1, then every level 2, then every level 3, then every level 4, yada yada yada. So the Hunter would have aspect to the Cheetah. Also, you're going to be screwed somewhat, because if you look at our spreadsheet for professions, so you have some that are alchemy. You have a ton of blacksmithing. Cooking is fine. Oh, there are none for enchanting. Engineering has a few. First aid goes to everybody. Fishing goes to everybody. Herbalism only has one. But right there, there are none for mining either. Only one for skinning. And then a few tailoring, and leatherworking has a decent amount too, but right there, we're looking at more than what we have. Everything except for enchanting and mining has one. Herbalism is very small, so you could scrap herbalism, I guess, if you wanted to. Skinning, again, very small, so those collection ones. So if you just went with the biggest, blacksmithing would be a great one. But then what? You pair it with mining and you can't? Or have someone feeding you, and then you could have someone do blacksmithing and engineering. And then I guess leatherworking would have to be one. What? Someone feeds you, you do leatherworking and tailoring, and someone feeds you? Yeah, so anyway, that's what makes this a little bit of an exercise in futility. Little things like that that make it like, well, you're never going to really have a true one, because you'd have to level up every quest and drop it. Like level up quest drop, level up quest drop. Alright, we are making our way up there, making our way. See, it looks like Alterac would be better, but actually there's no pass through Alterac into the hinterlands. The pass exists right there. It's actually from Hillspread. So this is probably what we're going to do. We're going to get the Hillspread sack of rye, and then we're going to go, I mean the hinterlands, I'm sorry. And then I'm going to go back, we're going to go right here to the flight path, and then we're going to stop like we're about to get on it, and then I will actually fly us back to Westfall off camera. But I only have 5-ish minutes that I can devote. So next episode we will continue this, and if we start Alterac, we start Alterac. Now, when we do Alterac, we are going to do it weird because we're going to be testing my theory. So Alterac's going to take us a little long. I'd say otherwise we could probably finish Alterac in like one episode. Where are we at with Alterac? Yeah, it's not a lot. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 quests. We were able to finish it in one episode, not even a super long episode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17. So twice as many. So this is tracking to be a 2-parter, but maybe a 3-parter. Some of those are quicker. I think we can do it in 2 episodes. The problem is that we're going to be doing so much waiting as we track things, because we need to be methodical in what we do. So we will just process that when we get there or whatever. So I've been wanting to brag about this. Like, I don't know. I'm so proud of myself. I did a pre-brag. And I've been holding this off, and then it just didn't work out with the past 2 episodes. I didn't get the opportunity. This is the first real long one. But I have leveled up my game. I've talked about this over the past year or so. As I get older and older, you know, I get braver and braver, and I try to do more and more of my own home repairs. So, you know, years ago, I might have stressed over hanging a flat screen TV and fixing some drywall, like a hole in my drywall at my house, and it will come out looking like crap. And as I do more things over the years, you know, I've worked on more things, and I've gotten more and more comfortable to the point where I've done some light electric work. I've changed light fixtures, like in my kitchen, like the long halogens, the whole casing and everything. I've wired and installed fans. I redid my whole garage where I laid flooring down, but even with that one, the lighting piece, I let my brother-in-law came and helped me did it. Now I'd be comfortable enough because I've done some lighting on my own since then. So just these typical home repair things. And then this year I really started doubling down, and I've done I talked about this earlier, where my son had an electric guitar, and I had to fix his amp, I had to fix his guitar. Then when he told his music teacher, she started sending him home some other guitars, electric guitars that she had in the class that were broken, and I fixed those bad boys too. So ones that even her and her husband, who are both band like music people for their whole life, that typically will try to fix things on their own. Even ones they couldn't fix, and I've got better and better, and that's just, again, building my confidence with the electronics, until it happened the other day where I fixed the copy machine at work, and, you know, this industrial copier. So Friday, I mentioned this on my Friday episode, the copier was down for like almost a month, and I saw that they had ordered the part. It was just sitting there, and I was just busy. I never really thought about it, and then I went in there the other day and needed some copies. And I noticed, I'm like, man, this is just sitting here. Like, no one is fixing it. The technician hasn't come out to fix it. So I was like, I just need to fix it. Now, I fixed the copier a ton of times, but this one was the most that I've seen it broken. So I took about an hour, and I watched all these videos, like, not in English, and just watched techs from other countries work on the copiers and you know, reset fuses. It was more of an electronics thing. It was not that much hands-on stuff. It was some, but it was mostly research, finding the right codes, resetting, figuring out, diagnosing the problem, figuring out, you know, what's going on, and learning how to do it without the, like, computer that I could plug in that a real technician would have. So, proud of myself about that. I texted my wife, and she was like, that's great, the dryer doesn't work. Like, the dryer is turning on but not getting hot. So I was like, okay, I will look at it when I get home. So this is Friday. So I get home, and I think I told part of this story. So my wife said she had texted her dad, and I was already kind of Googling things. So then she's like, yeah, I texted my dad, and her dad is kind of like a handy dude. himself. And she's like, he thinks it's the heating element. So I Googled, and it was like, well, it could be your vents are blocked. Or it could be, you know, one other thing, or option number 3 is the heating element. So those are like the top 3. So I checked my vents. My vents all seemed fine. None of them seemed blocked. We did have a lot of bad weather. So I had to get up on the roof and look. I had to look in the actual vents attached behind the dryer, because my exterior vents go out onto my roof. So I look at all these things. So I'm like, all right, it must be the heating element. And my thought was, you know what? If it's all broken, screw it. We're going to have to get a new dryer anyway, because if I have to pay like $200 for a technician to come fix it, plus a part, I might as well spend an extra $200-300 on top of that and just get a brand new dryer. So I had this freeing, like, hey, if I die, I die kind of thing. Like, I can go into this, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. We are now in the hinterlands for the first time ever on this show. And I just found a video of a guy taking apart a dryer. Not the same kind I have, but, you know, there were enough similarities. And I took that bad boy apart and found the heating element and took it out of the machine and looked, and sure enough, you could tell it was broken. So I think that's where we left off in this story. Well, we ordered one. It got there the next day. Sunday night, it came, and Sunday night I reinstalled that, rebuilt my entire dryer, and that bad boy works as good as new. So I was like so impressed with myself that I was like, I don't know, obviously there are a lot of people that do that sort of thing, but nobody I work with could do that. Nobody I personally know, even my brother-in-law, who's a super handy guy, he's like, I'm not handy like that. Like, he's more like a construction. Like, he'll build the walls of the house and everything, but that's a whole different kind of skill set. So, I've leveled up. I've literally leveled up my game on that. I don't know where. I think we might have to go in here. So, I don't want to fight these guys too much. We're going into Shudra lore. Could be a death waiting to happen for us. Seems to be trolls and spiders. Oh my. I don't know where this... Okay, there it is. We gotta get ourselves into a little bit of a safe spot. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna fight this level 44. As you can see though, right around that same level, 44. This guy is... Okay, that was a good hit. 700 followed by 400, like back to back. That's good. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, babies popped out. Oh no, that's disgusting. Alright, so what we actually need is that sack right there. So we are going to have to fight a few trolls. We did not pull this one, which is good. That collar. This is probably the hardest thing we found because of the density, and we had to get so deep inside this fight. This chick's like a rogue. Like a Talanji. Oh man. Dang it. Okay, she's probably gonna run. Yikes. Alright, so we're a little bit low on mana. I want that right there. I think I gotta kill both these guys. My mana's quite low. Let's go for it. Nobody's coming on me. Uh-oh. Dang it. He's summoning this. That's terrible. I want to bounce now. Because my mana is not high enough. I didn't realize that was like a summoner. Now I have to use this. Not realize that. Okay, I'm gonna use a potion too. It's way worse than I thought it was gonna be. Did not realize it was going to be like this. Oh man, this thing's draining my mana. I'm going to die. Okay. That was lame. That was way worse than I thought. I didn't realize that. I just was cocky. I didn't know enough about what was about to go down. Didn't save an interrupt. And that guy summoned that Fell Hunter. Should have just ran. Thought maybe I could stand and fight. And he was, I think, mana burning me. Let's see what happened to me. What happened to me? Yep, he mana burned the hell out of me. Also getting hit by the Shadow Bolt. And he got a crit. At the same time as I got hit by a Shadow Bolt. Yeah. So I got wham bam crit from the Fell Hunter and Shadow Bolted. And mana burned. Terrible. So not only did I use Lay on Hands, but I didn't use it to get out of dodge. Non-neutral with the Wildhammer clan. That's cool. Alright, so that was lame. To get the stupid Sakurai. I gained a point. I'm up to 199 with the one-handed axe and two-handed axes. So we're still at level 40. That's another part of it is. Yeah, so this is also taking extra time. Dang it. I can hear my son loudly gaming in the background. He should be in bed, but he will not. If I don't force him. Alright, so obviously those callers suck. They are not... It's kind of a weird class. I thought they looked priest-like. And yet... they summoned a Fell Hunter. So that was my mistake also. They kind of caught me by surprise because this is my first time in Hinterlands. I mean, I've done this quest on my own. But I haven't quested here in Classic, and we haven't done any episodes on this show, so I probably just did a smash and grab, and I just don't remember the one or two guys I fought on my mage. It would have also probably been different. Let's go ahead and add this in. I was going to do this before. I was on the fence about doing that, about giving. That. And it was dumb. I could have just done, I could have just added, been smarter about resources and everything. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and add this back in. I still think we'll be okay. It's just going to be a matter of, first of all, not letting that guy... Now he's got his little demon, too. That's terrible. I kind of want to aggro this demon. Which is fine. So he's going to hit me. I do not want this dude to... Yeah, see, he just mana burned me again. What a sucky piece of stuff. Oh, he summoned another one? You've got to be kidding me. How annoying is that? Do not want to get more, but I can't believe he summoned a second one. Okay, he ran back. That was annoying. Ah, and there's a spider. Come on. Alright, let's get back to drinking some juice. Oh, you know what? Eating well fed. Yeah. We got some juice somewhere. Now we're gonna have to fight this brood guard again. I don't think I had either that wore off or something. I don't know, but that was annoying because we're basically in a. I gotta kill the caster. I gotta ignore the demon and go for the caster this time. Okay. All right. Okay. This guy. Want to save the stuns. Can't. We're not high enough. My damage isn't good enough yet. Being 4 levels below, this is not the place to do it. I mean, I could bubble and get that sack and then bounce. That's a potential, but it's risky. Come on, man. Come on. Okay. Alright, so here we are again. Let's try it again, and he's got the demon again. Oh, she's back now. Gosh, forsaken. So she's respawned. We gotta get her. It's fine. Okay, we just gotta... And she's tough too, 45. Yeah, we just gotta go all out against her. Okay. Come on. Gotta do a heal, I can't risk it. I mean, we're getting decent XP, I guess that's the one positive thing. Come on, girl, don't run off. Of course. That's another, yeah, so yeah, 45, she's just too strong. Like a 4 damage. Really? Come on. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and eat one of these apples that we bobbed for too, and drink another one of these potions. Okay. So, that will maybe give me a different, better well-fed buff. I don't know, because this one gives me 6, but yeah, so this is 25% of my level. That's pretty dang good. It's, you know, 10, 11 points. Okay. Let's try this again. So now I want this guy.
I need to get closer.
Oh, man. Yeah, we cannot have that. He was going to try to summon it again. Oh, his little demon is, like, dead. Maybe when he tried to summon another one, that was it. Oh my gosh. You gotta be kidding me. I missed. Okay. Alright, so now I gotta wait a second. Because I want this. I don't know if that person is gonna... Let's just try it. Nope, she's coming after me. I gotta pull her. Because I don't want to fight that other dude. She's summoning the Fell Hunter. Okay, so I gotta go after her, not the Fell Hunter. Okay. Dang it, bro. I'm not gonna get it. It's not gonna happen. She's over 45. It's not gonna happen. Okay, I gotta... Not with the current mana levels that I have. So... Probably this spider's gonna respawn in just a second, too. So annoying. Alright, what can we eat? Guess I'll heal up. And drink another one of these, so I'm down to my last juice. Just need to, I need it. Oh, I need to have a buff going on. I'm just scared that we're gonna pull that. I mean, we could go with like a shadow resistance aura instead, but DPS is probably better. Okay. She's summoning another one. Can she have two? She apparently can. Gosh, what an annoying piece of crap. Can she really just continue to summon them infinitely? Have two? That would be ridiculous. Come on. If she does, that's so dumb. They've got to be on a timer, too. Yeah, there's no way. I can't do it. Okay, so I'm going to go here. I can't. It's not going to let me do that while I'm in combat. And yes, this guy is tracking. So you can't get the bucket of whatever. Oh my gosh, that spider's back. This sucks. So we've got to somehow pull. I mean, I guess we could wait for them because one of them just randomly died. So there must be a way. Wouldn't let me. Look at her. She's got 3 now. Insane. And I don't think I can beat her fast enough. I could use these better potions. Yikes. This is crazy. I did not expect this to go this long at all. See, I can't have her. Gosh, I'm an idiot. I just got rocked. Okay, so there's no freaking way. Not gonna happen. I'm gonna die again. You gotta be kidding me. You've got to actually be fully kidding me. All the way. Okay, I have no idea how I pulled this off. I don't know if I got lucky. I don't know if it's a whole different beast when you... I think maybe if I can counter, like with the mage, maybe... I gotta stop triggering her because she's gonna obviously spawn an infinite freaking amount of those little beasts. So what I have to do is get those things to despawn, so I guess we have to wait. Outwait that. Of course. This guy is, we got 201. We get a point. We're at 41 now. I was gonna say, I don't even know what the heck to do. With limited supplies here. Jeez. Come on. This is such a... Oh, this is the one that has the babies too. Great. Okay. Really sincerely hate this. Alright, well, let's get the mana going to help restore that. And what... I could just eat more of my crap. I mean, I could use my Buffy type stuff. So, I'm gonna look at... See, look how many she has. Gotta wait for them to despawn. So I don't know how long that's gonna take. Fantastic. These guys are back now. Isn't that great? Well, that gives me something to do while we wait to have them despawn, I guess. Because now we've got to get these one by one, so I need my full mana up. This is... okay. Alright, bro. Alright, so War of Attrition here. We're going to get this level 45. This is way harder. I just want that sack of rye. It's right there. I can literally see it. It's not even mobbed that deep. I'm switching over to this. Let's go after her. Pull her. So we fight one. Okay, so we got the weakness on her. Okay, we're just gonna keep going. She resisted my judgment when she was stunned. Of course. Okay, let's bust a heal off. That sucks so... now that's worn off. Gosh. And I'm telling you, not having these little few levels, that's making a huge difference. These little few levels of the axe when it's 45 and I'm 43, but I'm acting as though I'm a level 40, 41. Huge difference. Come on. Good. Resist it again. And of course they know this magic pathing that just takes them up the freaking hill. Are you kidding me? Come on. Okay. I guess I'm gonna eat another clam just for eating clam's sake here. And I'm gonna drink another sweet nectar. What do we have left here? Oh, I do have this immunity I've been sitting on forever. I do have some moonberry juice still to drink. That is it. A couple moonberry juices. I'm fast running out of ways to get my life back. Alright, so now we need to go after this one. Okay, so we cannot let them summon a demon. That's fine right there. Go for it. That's all fine. Just can't let him summon a demon. Fine. And he's not right now. And we can't let him run. Okay. Got him. Okay. Alright, so now we're just going to wait a second because I need this stun right here to come back off of my cooldown anyway. Don't know where this other guy is at. But we don't want to pull that person if we can at all help it, or else we are abso-freaking-lutely screwed. Okay, I'm waiting on the mana. Serious. Those turtle bisques also. I really should wait. I should do that actually. That will help me restore it more quickly. Okay, so we're gonna get the mana going. If I can just get that guy, we're golden. Okay, just trying to get some mana restored. If there's even anybody in there, it's just this person. Okay. I think we're pretty good. Okay. Alright. no! We are not good. Gosh. No! Come the freak on. You've got to be absolutely kidding me. Gosh. This freaking guy. Oh my gosh. Let's see if I can get her. I don't think I can because we have the demon summon now. Oh no! I'm gonna die again! Oh gosh, that's so frustrating. Ah, okay. Oh my gosh. And it wouldn't let me go for that sack of grain when I was bubbled. So I somehow have to, I just can't. I'm trying to think about how we do this. I just don't know how to pull this off. I've got to aggro that priest and then make it run to me. The problem is it starts summoning that stupid demon right away. I need to pull it away a little bit from its friends. I just don't have like a counter spell. So I need to get it to aggro onto me. I need to get it to aggro onto me without aggroing the rogue. Ideally without getting the demon, but I could even deal with it dying to the demon if I had to. Gotta get through this. That one right there is the one that is absolutely killing me. It's tethered. You know what? I could come around the back. I bet you I could pull the rogue. I bet you I could pull the rogue away from that one if I come around the tent from the backside. That's what I have to do. That's what we gotta do. Okay. That will give time for that demon dog to despawn too. We might have to kill this again. But it's just like basically a puzzle that we're doing, and we're just unfortunately dying a lot. And just like this is way more time than I wanted to spend on this quest, but it is a level 44 quest, but we're level 43. Like, we should be better. I should be better, and this is where sometimes, like, the obtuseness of my thinking, I get stuck in this one-track mind, and then I kind of suck. So, you know, it happens. It is what it is. Alright, so let's turn this, let's go ahead and eat this. Get that going. I'm gonna try to pull this rogue from the backside. That's my plan now. I think I could probably pull it off. And then that would ideally let me... That's the goal. Let's see if we can do it. It's not. Good. Not in line of sight to him. There we go. I got him. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can get this before it's too late. Got him just in time. Okay. Alright. Save this for a run now, because now this other one has respawned. Resisted it. I really hate that. Gotta save that just in case. Got him. Okay, cool. Alright, we got a ham steak. I'm gonna eat that right now. Not gonna worry so much about the mana, because now we need to go out and get this. But now we got that back troll. Should have thought about that earlier. Okay, so that's good. So now this is really literally just a matter of like attrition. Can we get through this smartly? And I think we can. So let's go for it now. You come to me. Good. Now we gotta be careful. I was just about to say we gotta be careful, because that one probably gonna... No! Okay, I gotta get out of here. Okay, so here we gotta go. We gotta run. Because That one sucks now. He's got the demon dog coming after me. But again, this is just a matter of time. We just have to patiently get these guys to reset. Know our paths that we can run. Okay, good. No worries, no worries. Let's start regenerating some mana right now. Okay. So now we pull this guy. Okay, I think we can do it. Just regenerate some mana, maybe just a pinch up above the halfway mark. And then this again is going to give this... We need this dog to reset. Actually, I don't even need that one to reset, because I could probably cut to the side and go after that one. Okay. Let's let this guy come to me, because we know we can get this one without aggroing the other guy. Just come a little closer. There we go. Okay. Perfect. There we got a stun. It did not resist. Gotta save this one for the run. Mana's a little low, a little lower than I would otherwise like. Okay. Use a stronger health potion if I get into dire straits here. That was a nice crit. That's what I should wait for that. Vengeance going. He dodged. I'll wait for another vengeance proc if I can get one. You're at 202. Perfect. Love it. Okay. Dang it. I just don't want to, I just don't want to aggro that spider. That would be the problem. Alright, so now we are going to drink one of these moonberry juices, and I'm going to try to not aggro that guy. I'm going to try to come out this side. And then that gives more time for that dog to despawn, because I have got to get both to get this stupid Sakurai. Okay, that moonberry juice was... No. Nope, I aggroed it. Dang it, now that other one is going to summon a dog too, I bet. He is! Dang, now that one, now we gotta wait on that one too. I really hate this. This other one probably summoned the second one now. Oh no, there was another freaking troll. Gosh. Come on! Oh. This is a nightmare. That dog is still on me too. That's insane. They've got to have like a time limit on them. Alright. Oh, this is ridiculous. I've figured out the puzzle, and I just have not pulled it off correctly. So this is my own problem. I know what I have to do. And it's just a matter of the patience and setting it up correctly and getting it all right, and just not there yet. Okay, let's start with this guy. We have to kill this spider. This is step one of the puzzle. Okay. Work on killing him. Every single time, too, we've got to worry. I don't have the juice either needed. I have one more juice, and then after that, it's just trash. Just a big pile of trash. Okay. I gotta get the poison off, and this is the one that's gonna pop into babies at the end. Gosh forsaken. Got that one, but now the babies are coming. Okay. Alright. So now we've made our way back, and we've killed the spider. Cool. Okay. That one over there would be great. I could get this one, most likely, if I'm at full resources. Let's first worry about restoring my mana. Pretty much up to full. We're going to see what happens in the interim. But I think I can go in there and beat him and a dog if I focus just on him. We've got that troll in the back. Now we've got to kill 2. Because it's going to basically... Like, we're screwed, really. We've got to do this just one thing at a time, one thing at a time. And I've got to go after this guy. He sucks. Okay. Coming up on being full here. Alright. Okay, so now I'm switching back over to this. And I'm going to go try to... Can we suicide blitz him even with his dog? I think we can. I just can't let him summon another dog. So when he gets ready to do that, boom. Hit him with the stun. And then just don't let him out of my sights outside of that. And we need this second. We just can't let him hit another one. I'm using that potion. Okay, he's running. That's okay. Got him. Okay, my fortitude's off, so now I can run and try to get away from this dog. That's what I need to do. I need to hopefully outrun the dog and not let the dog aggro anything. Not let him not get into a bad spot. This dumb dog. Oh no. There's a troll over there. Don't know if I aggroed her, but I did get away from the dog. Don't think I aggroed that troll in the temple. Thank goodness. Now, will the dog disappear now that his master's dead? One can hope. Okay. So now we've killed that one, and we did show that that was possible, but the rogue in the back has now respawned also. So now we're back on needing to recharge mana. That dog did despawn, and I know that those two are tethered, though. So I need another juice. I need another stinking juice. And I just don't have that available. So we just have to be patient. I'm not going to use my last juice yet. And I'm worried that this rogue right here is going to spawn while I'm fighting that guy. That is my number one concern right now. I think I could probably beat this rogue. Let's go ahead and drop these potions right here. Okay, let's go ahead and go after the rogue now. From the back. We got this one before. Okay, we got this guy before. Yep, so now she's ready to roll. Okay, and I'm going to fight it right here. Same deal. We're going to go after this person hardcore. Switch over to high damage. Should have done that before. Okay, and we're just going to see what we can see. Can I survive all of this? I'm going to save. It's nice, no one hit with that. Okay, and now I got to kind of get into some conservative mode, and I have to save this sleepy pie thing here. Okay, come on. Okay, we're getting there. Got a crit, but it didn't do anything. Okay, so it is running. I'm going to go ahead and heal. She's running up the stupid mountain. She's probably going to come back to me. So, that's fine. I just need her to do that. Got her. Okay, cool. Now, this rogue is back. Now is when we drink the juice. Drink our final juice. Okay. And oh my, this is a nightmare. Guys, I'm telling you, this is crazy. Okay, so now we want to come over and aggro her, not being tethered to this one. Her dog is gone. That's great. Okay. So now we come aggro this. Okay, she did not aggro the priest. That's exactly what we want. Okay, our repentance is about to be off too. Love it. Cool. And then now we save that repentance for her trying to escape. Okay, this one I think we can try to conserve our resources as well as we can here. Got him. Alright, so now we just have to save. We have to have these stuns ready to go. So we've got a little time to kill. I can restore my mana using this. We've killed all the mobs in the area, except for her. So let's give it 15 seconds. Hopefully nothing triggers. Nothing respawns in this time. Okay, we don't have to wait the whole 15 seconds. We can switch. We might as well because I'm trying to get the mana back up too. Plus, the more I wait, the greater. We really need both because as you saw last time, there's a chance nothing happens at all. And then there's a chance she comes after both. Okay. I think we will be okay now. Let's go for it. Okay, so we are going ahead to wait on the first. Yep, that's it. We wait. Okay, cool. And now we just. That's good. We got a crit on that too. We just hope that she does not start trying to trigger this next thing. Got him. Got her. Oh my gosh. Can you guys believe that? That almost broke my brain. What a hard-fought sack of rye that was. Okay, so we're going to go travel over and visit this Airy Peak flight path, just so that we can see that together. If I die, I die. If I die, I die. I don't even... Okay. Let's just get out of here and escape. This is a little high level for us here at 43. As you can see, this was quite frustrating. Two-handed axes is at 204, so we are at like almost done with level 41, so we're still a couple levels off. But we're level 43, we're fighting 44s and 45s. And with an axe skill, it's level 41, so that's why this was so frustrating. If our axe skill was even a couple points higher, it probably would have been better if we weren't... I don't know, maybe if we were a different class. I'm not sure what was all of the problems. If I was not so sucky. But it just took patience for me, and that was my problem, as I think I was bashing my head against the wall. I think that might be one of the most frustrated instances that I've ever put on camera. And you know what, the number one cruncher, what does it for me, is when I feel the time constraint. I was supposed to finish 45 minutes ago. So my son is now going to fight me so hard in the morning to get up, and I'm 45 minutes behind everything on my schedule on my day. Shouldn't have done this episode. So that was it. I put myself under this pressure cooker of a time constraint. And we didn't even get halfway through this quest line. I thought, we'll do this quest line and it will be a nice, and maybe it'll be a short one. That's what I really thought. I thought we could do the whole quest line. Little did I know. What a fool I was. Something on World of Warcraft Classic being short. What a fool. You fool! Alright, so this is Airy Peak. We will extensively quest here later, I suppose. I'm like 99% certain. But I have not been to Hinterlands yet in any kind of questing capacity other than what we just did on Classic. So it's coming up. It's on my radar. It's on my list. All right, guys, we have another episode in the pipe. 5x5. We did it.
Watch your back.
Thank you, everybody, so much for watching, for listening, and for tuning in. And you will see me next time on Lore of Warcraft. Thanks, guys.